Welcome back to the Wilmore Center on the Ripon College campus for tonight's Ripon College women's basketball game as they take on Lawrence University. Ripon 10-6 overall, 7-0 in the Midwest Conference, and Lawrence coming into the night's matchup 10-6, 4-3 in the Midwest Conference. Marty had a chance to talk to head coach Lauren Busalaki. Let's listen on in and find out what she had to say about tonight's game.
We're moments away from player introductions here in the second of two games here at the Doc Weisky Gymnasium at the Wilmore Center. I'm Marty Ernser, and as usual, one of my favorite coaches, Lauren Busalaki, is here to give us a little bit of her time before tip-off. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks for being here, Marty.
You know I wouldn't miss it. Hey, let's go back and talk about Saturday's contest. It's got to feel really good when you're playing a team that's going through changes, got a brand new coach. It allows you, with the quality of the personnel you have, to get a lot of floor time with a lot of your other players.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit lucky. They didn't shoot well, right, which always helps. Also, they typically shoot better than what they did on Saturday, but we were really pleased with our bench, winning the bench war. That's always a big emphasis. Especially as we get later into the season, that we go in and we produce on both ends of the floor, right? We keep it super competitive and our intensity doesn't drop, as well as our execution, and they were great on Saturday.
Yeah, I enjoyed calling that game. Now we fast forward to this afternoon, and we got our arch rival, and I still feel that way, even though back in the 70s, this is Lawrence, and there's nothing good at Lawrence, folks. I'll tell you that right now. I say that tongue-in-cheek. You got to play this team that's really playing some good basketball right now. I mean, they beat Grinnell twice already, and they're tied with them. That could end up being a tiebreaker down the road. Tell me about Lawrence and what they're bringing to the table.
Yeah, Riley's done an awesome job just recruiting-wise. They're physical in the post, they're athletic in the post. They've got a lot of versatility in the post as well. Their guards are quick. They're athletic also. They like to get up and down. They do a good job screening on the offensive end, just within their motion system as well. So it'll be a battle. We've got to try to get some easy shots, right, and make sure we're not giving up easy shots defensively.
If I was coaching, Coach, the thing that you said that always makes me nervous is quick guards. I felt that was the catalyst, really, that made Knox the team that they were over the last couple of years, and so I'll be watching for that. If they're that quick, they can really make things happen against one's defense. So best of luck to you. Let's see if we can load the wagon, smack the mules, and then you're going to be on the road on Saturday.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big week. They're all big.
Yeah, they are, especially this time of year. Coach, thank you. And we're going to be back for player introductions in just a bit.
And welcome back to the Weisky Gymnasium here on the Ripon College campus as we get set for Ripon versus Lawrence in women's basketball. Ripon College men picking up a victory over LU 75-52 earlier this evening.
Hey, beating the Lawrence Vikings.
Set to bring you this one as we'll take a look at the starting lineups here in just a few moments. Marty, quick thoughts on your game, on the game today?
Well, we talked about it off the air. Ripon's undefeated in conference. They're on a roll. They're at home. You got to hold serve. But this is a scrappy Lawrence bunch. They've proven that by beating Grinnell twice already this year. They're tied for third. They're hungry. They haven't beaten Ripon in a long time. Look out.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Lawrence University Vikings. Number 2, Lydia Leak, a 5'5" junior from Long Grove, Illinois. And also number 11, Charlotte Brennan, a 5'5" freshman from Firestone, Colorado. Number 21, Maggie Culver, a 5'7" junior from Winfield, Illinois. And number 22, Mallory Meyer, a 5'10" junior from Battleground, Washington. And number 35, Libby Crandall, a 6' senior from Sartell, Minnesota. Under the head coaching direction of Riley Waltz, 6th season, 29-67, with a .302 winning percentage. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Ripon College Redhawks. Number 0, 5'3" junior from Neilsville, Wisconsin, Bella Opelt. Number 3, 5'3" freshman from Wild Rose, Lainey Havlowitz. Number 11, a 5'8" sophomore from Madison, Natalie Rawolf. Number 14, a 5'11" senior from Muskego, Bonnie Jensen. And number 30, a 5'11" junior from Oostburg, Ella Tempest. Under the head coaching direction of Lauren Busalaki in her 11th season, those are the Ripon College Redhawks.
11 seasons.
Seems just like yesterday, doesn't it, right?
Man.
Tempest leaving the Redhawks 13.6 per ball game. Bonnie Jensen 9.8 on the other side. Mallory Meyer 13.5. Charlotte Brennan 10.5.
Yeah.
Maggie Culver 9.5.
Yeah, I'm looking for the matchup here. I gotta believe in this Lawrence bunch that Charlotte Brennan, the freshman, the lone freshman out of Firestone, Colorado, that's just north of Denver, south of Loveland, folks, off of I-25, that she must be the point guard. And if she is, I'm looking for a heck of a battle with the other freshman, her counterpart for Ripon from Wild Rose, Lani Havlovitz. But let's see if that's the case. It'll be easy to spot her, by the way. I say her, Brennan, checking out those Deer Hunter orange Nikes.
Nice.
With the glow-in-the-dark lime green shoelaces. Loving it.
Lawrence in the travel navy blue jerseys with the white numbers and white trim. Ripon in the home white jerseys with the red numbers and black trim as well. So we'll get set to tip this one off here in just a little bit. Glad to have you along. 10 minutes on the clock. And we'll go through.
Yeah, I'm looking for this one. We'll talk later, but head coach for Lawrence, Walt, in his 7th season here, or 6th. It says 6th. I thought it was his 7th, but nonetheless, he spent a decade under the late Connie Tilley.
Here's the tip, controlled by the Redhawks.
Ford St. Norbert's, a legend, in fact, in Division III basketball. Here we go.
Rawolf will work it around to the outside. Fine Havlowitz up top, Tempest. Jensen's wide open, right side. Now she'll go left side. No wonder it went.
Everybody prefers, right? Right? You saw the same thing I did. Hey, left side, boom, guaranteed.
Ripping in a player-to-player, looking on the defense, go left side.
And she is the point guard. Watch those two work at it.
Coming off the edge, around the corner. Good move through the lane, good control.
Nice move.
Put up and good, 21, Maggie Culver for 2.
Wow, like you said, she averages just under 10, but a move like that.
Strong in the paint.
Like you said, they beat Grinnell twice already with the schedule the way it is set up for them.
Jensen's at the top looking it over. Havlowitz trying to find somebody. They'll do. Rawolf will come out.
5 seconds on that shot clock.
Rawolf will go through with it. Puts up the shot. No good. Shot clock violation.
Missed the rim on that baseline drive there. So they're jacked up. You can hear it through our headsets. And the head coach for Lawrence, I haven't seen him that animated in previous seasons either. They want this one.
Assistant coaches Carson Healy and Bree Haug.
This is going to be good watching the two freshman point guards going at it.
Assistant coaches for Ripon, obviously, Dave Johnson, Megan Jensen, Owen Tooney.
And it looks like that Brennan, the Lawrence point guard, is quick. And Coach talked about how quick their guards are.
Culver up again with a quick feed and good for 2.
That's exactly right. It was a quick feed before the defender for Ripon could even adjust.
Opelt's got it on the wing, looking for Jensen down low. Shot good.
Oh.
Lani Havlowitz.
Boy, if you watched her eyes and her chin were on that rim all the way through the shot because it was a difficult baseline floater.
Early moments of the first quarter, tied at 4. Good work around, left-handed scoop, up no good. Rebound, Tempest comes away with it.
Good board by Tempest. Look at these two going at it.
Havlowitz with the finish underneath, too far.
Yep. Lost her stride going up with that scoop shot.
Brennan with it on the outside edge, looking for the screen, goes to the other side. And now a foul call on Ella Tempest. First personal, first team. No, Lainey Havlowitz, my bad. Sophie Morey into the ball game, and Carly Beck for.
Good defending on the inbounds, very good. Has to go to the safety valve on top.
Beck from Greeley, Colorado.
That's not far off of I-25 either.
Shot on the way, put up, no good this time from Beck. Rebounded out, will come the other way. Here come the Red Hawks.
Boy, look at her push.
Havlowitz this time, a lot of shot.
Yeah, it was. That tells you the spirited competition here right now.
Fifth gear already, good dish inside. Basket open, good. Mallory Meyer.
Well, give credit to Brennan, the point guard, breaking down the defense, and then when the help rotated over, she went right to it, knew where it was on a nice bounce pass.
Old Pelt working it down to Ella Tempest, loses the dribble. Out of bounds.
It's like, I don't know. Vikings are jacked up for this one.
Abby Hartman's in. You'll recognize her on your screen with the bandage on the right side of her face.
Yeah,
the incident a few weeks ago here at the court.
Yeah, Eyebrow said hello to the floor.
I was on that call that night, and she was itching to get back in. They were getting her in the corner like a cut man, like you said. They were working.
Her enthusiasm.
Lawrence will work it around. They lead by 2, 6 minutes remaining here. Good shot put up, no good. Rebound by Tempest. Ripon will come the other way.
Yeah, Hartman went way out high on her, and she did a blow-by, but they got bothered enough by defense to miss that open layup.
Opel into the corner. There's Hartman. She'll go baseline this time. Get checked on the foul.
They're going to call the freshman from Colorado, Brennan, on the hold. Seeing some good athletes here. You know, some quick, athletic players for both teams. We know about Ripon, obviously. This Lawrence team looks sound.
Jensen will bring it into Raw Wolf. All top to Hartman between the circles. Right side back to Bonnie. Jensen, good swim move, comes through, finishes right hand, and the finish.
Yeah,
and the
what's
one.
That step through with the right was pretty. You know, Lawrence comes in with that 10-6 overall record. Start the season, they won 6 of their first 7, had a 5-game win streak too, the Vikings did. They're the real deal here. They went into Grinnell and beat Grinnell, and Grinnell came in here, and Ripon got by with I think a 2-possession win.
Couple new players in for the Vikings. We'll get to those in a second. Free throw is good.
Is that Ripon's first lead of the game?
Yes. Nikola Kuzmanovic into the ball game now for Lawrence.
Those names just keep coming from Lawrence. Good D. Better
London,
shot.
England at the Barking Academy is where Nikola is from.
Wow, it was good defense and just a better shot on the baseline jumper to reclaim the lead.
8-7 lead Vikings. Halfway through the first quarter. Good battle down low between Jensen and Sophie Morey. Rowell finds a clear and puts it up.
Boy, she was like a pit bull to a piece of steak. When she saw there was no help on the high side, she went baseline, and it was open.
Kuzmanovic looks inside. Good pass on the lead. Spin move, finish cut high.
Think she's done that practice a little bit in the driveway. Well done by the big.
Libby Crandall, 6-foot senior. With the 2 to make it a 10-9 lead for the Vikings. 4.5.
Good lob.
Lots of people around her, though. Bonnie will find a way through, get blocked.
Yeah, what happened was Helpside, before they lobbed it, Helpside saw it and put her in a sandwich, yeah. And now all heck broke out there on the blocked shot, on Jensen's shot. Boy, I'm jacked for this game right now. I love the intensity I'm seeing.
Havlowitz back in for Ripon, and also back in will be Mallory Meyer.
Boy, you know head coach wants this Riley Walt for Lawrence. They haven't beaten Ripon in a while.
Vikings will run through. Here comes Meyer. Get it back to the outside edge. Culver for 2. Good.
Wow. Got some shooters. Ripon did everything right defensively there.
12-9 lead for Lawrence. Havlowitz will look for Hartman at the top between the wheels. Left side kick. Rauwolf in down to Jensen.
There you
Wide
go.
open 3 on the way. Havlowitz good.
Oh, yeah. The point guard became a shooting guard on that. Pretty good find by Jensen, too.
Tied at 12. Culver again. She's got it from everywhere now.
Yeah, and not just her, but she's definitely the main one. They are finishing around the glass well, not just the mid-range jump shots. I'm impressed with their offense so far.
Hartman with a wraparound trying to get one into Jensen, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was never there. The positioning, defender was playing over the top, and you couldn't make that entry pass.
And a Farney checking in for the Red Hawks.
That Winneconne grad, Farney, has done a nice job getting more floor time. And I think she does it starting out with defense, just really solid defense.
Lydia Leak back in for Lawrence. Speaking of Farney.
Yeah.
Havlowitz will look at the shot clock with 10 left. Hartman's going to come off the edge. Good lead. Puts up the shot. Won't go. Tempest there. Basket up. She'll get fouled.
She'll shoot, too. That was a good take with the left hand dribble drive by Hartman because shot clock was going down. There was nothing going in offense. Took a difficult shot. Then, like you said, Tempest did a nice job of being sneaky between two navy blue jerseys and getting the offensive rebound.
Tempest free throw. That's going to roll around and down and good.
We came to the conclusion this rim did not do well for either ball club. Ripon in the first half, the men, and then Lawrence struggled scoring in the second half.
That one misses. 68% free throw shooter on the season as Tempest misses that one 1 of 2. 14-13 Vikings lead, 2:46 remaining. First quarter.
Oh.
Shot put up no good by Leak.
Yeah, some crafty guard play. Coach Buzalaki, I mentioned earlier, told me they got some quick guard play, and they do.
Anna Farney on the edge looking to Tempest, finds her.
That's a triple.
Somebody's got to be open, right?
Yeah, but you got to get better spacing.
Hartman, mid-range lefty, good.
I always forget she's a lefty. Actually, I forget a lot.
It happens.
That gives them the lead, man. That was nice.
2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 15-14. Red Hawks with the lead. Kuzmanovic.
Oh, good help on the ball by Hartman.
And the finish, good C as well.
Man, you become you just gaze in at the basketball and forget about your person, and whoops, where'd they go? Oh, they're scoring at the rim.
Yeah, Brennan came off the seal on the edge there, and
yeah, it's ball man every time, head on a swivel.
Tempest with the elbow side, looking to go. Works around Crandall. Had it, puts it back up. Basket no good. Puts it back up again. She'll get fouled.
Boy, couple rebounds there. How's that for stick-to-itiveness? Lawrence wanted to travel on her in the second rebound, but she did a nice job of splitting the defense on her initial move to their basket.
Bella Opelt will come back in for Ripon, and also Sophie Morey. And Carolyn Sharp entering the ball game from Gurney, Illinois. Tempest good on the free throw? No.
Want to shoot better? Got to have these really. When you're in a good game like this, it's going to be competitive. Got to take advantage of these opportunities here.
That one's good.
Yeah. What is she? 2 of 4, I'm going to guess.
Correct. Quick math. That's 50%.
I stay away from that.
Tied at 16.
I do know one percentage, though, that Coach Buzalaki in the last 7 years in home games has a 77% winning percentage at home over the last 7 seasons. That's all basketball games, out of conference as well, as we get a whistle on the shot. No, they're going to call it non-shooting.
Havlowitz is going to get her second, so she's going to come out.
Yeah, that's not good. You know, you got your distributors sitting early, and 2 fouls in the first quarter. Comes in for her for Ripon, number 40, Sophie Schleve.
She's on the cover of the program today.
Yes, she is, and she's the Red Robins of Anago.
Shot on the way, put up no good. Rebounded out by Farney. Under a minute to go. Opelt on the run. She'll kick it back out. Farney will come with the reload through the middle. Big scoop underneath. Good finish.
You know, she's just getting her confidence, you know, and you've seen the progression with her offensively.
Everything has lived up to be here in the first quarter, no doubt about it. Now a little touch foul inside.
Yeah, reaching over the top, playing from behind. She had Hartman posted up in the lane. Hartman tried to reach around and challenge the entry pass. Too much of the arm got called for her first foul.
18-16, Redhawks by 2, 32 seconds. Good move around, basket up and good.
Yeah, she did a nice job of using her body to seal off the defender.
Sophie Morey with 2, tied at 18.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds left in the quarter.
Rauwolf will catch. She'll come in through, put up the shot. That won't go. Try to fight for the rebound. Instead, Lawrence will get it back with 5.
What's this?
Kuzmanovic, no good.
Surprised she didn't go a little quicker than that, but wow. Well, after 1 quarter, nothing's been decided, Jason.
Yeah, tied at 18. Why don't we take a little pause, get a drink here quick of water, and come back with the second quarter. Back here at the Wilmore Center to start the second quarter. Rauwolf for a 3, good. Natalie Rauwolf with a big 3-pointer to start the second quarter off, 21-18.
Boy, she lined it up like your putts, Jason. A steal on a nice hand by Havlowitz.
Opelt will go to the right side, find Rauwolf again for a 3. Oh, no. Tempest with the rebound, back out Jensen. She'll come through, finish up top, good.
Nice find by Tempest to the fellow big Jensen.
You like the energy when you can start with a 5-0 run to start the quarter. Meyer with it.
I'd love to know what was said in between the quarters on the Ripon bench.
Culver comes through. She missed one.
I'm kind of seeing the animated enthusiasm by the Lady Redhawks that we kind of saw from the Vikings to start the game.
Here's a big scoop. Opel and one.
Oh! She's got a half a smile on her face. Congratulatory pat on the backs from her teammates.
Timeout taken by Lawrence, a full timeout.
Oh, yeah.
25-18, just the start that the Redhawks were looking for.
Yeah, they just started in the second quarter versus the first. They weren't playing bad. They didn't come out, bad anyway to start the contest. It's just that they weren't matching that adrenaline, if you will, with Lawrence. And they said, wait a minute. I think Ripon was kind of doing one of those, this is our house. Hey, we're on top of the pyramid right now, and we're going to let you know why sort of attitude. Let's go kind of load the wagon and smack those mules. And like you said, great start on a 7-0 run.
That'll work. Up next for the Redhawks, they'll be at Grinnell on Saturday.
Yeah, and all the more reason to win at home, because Grinnell in that field house up there, and it's going to be tough.
And then a little bit later, Cornell on the 27th, Beloit the 31st.
In the Cornell game with, I'll tell you what, if Buzalaki, you got to look at her record, Jason. If you're going to say she might be the best coach in the Midwest Conference, well, if she's not, you know who is, and that's Coach Brazzi of Cornell.
Right.
Yeah.
At the free throw line, Opelt will shoot. The and one. That's good.
Boy, what a player from Neelsville. I've always liked her game. She's a junior now. Might have been a freshman starter now that I think about it. She's just complete player.
They'll work around the outside perimeter, do the Vikings. Kuzmanovic will go to the right side of the lane, put it up, no good on the float. Rebounded out by Lainey Havlovitz.
All those shots falling for the Vikings in the first quarter are having it a little difficult here in the second.
Yeah, both of these teams shooting well, Ripon 50%.
Yeah, like I said, they didn't start. They did. It's not like they'd started slow.
Right.
It's just that enthusiasm and that energy by the visitors.
53% shooting by Lawrence. 26-18, 8-point lead for the Redhawks. 3 on the way, Culver, no good. Rebounded out. Picked out of there by Havlovitz.
Oh, who does she think she is? 34 for the men's team? That was a Luke Meinholz theft.
Good control by the Hawks in the situation of being a little bit of pressure defense here coming through.
Yeah, right? Calm under fire.
Tempest will try to get through, lost a handle on it on the ground. Held ball? Yes. Possession here belongs to Lawrence.
They'll be putting on the back teen after. Is back teen still around? They'll be putting on back teen or something.
Back teen. Wow. Good one.
After the game anyway on those floor burns. Got to remember that as a kid. Oh, yeah, you can put it on. It doesn't burn, Mom. Mom, it doesn't burn. Put it on. Forget that iodine.
I remember the smell more than anything, right? You can smell it right now. Going baseline. Here come the Vikings on the drive. There'll be a foul against Ripon. How the Tempest. And inbounds will come from Charlotte Brennan. Culver's got it down in the corner, pinch there against Tempest. She looks in, good move. Overshot it though, did Sophie Murray.
And they weren't doing that in the first quarter. It just looked a little out of sorts on the offensive side because of that Ripon defense right now.
Oh, good move through.
Oh, no.
Didn't go for Jensen.
But what a pass, a move and a pass.
3, or Crandall, no good.
See, a shot like that I don't think you need if you're Lawrence right now.
Jensen.
Nice, one-on-one. Okay, inside out.
Rowolf will come through with the clear, puts it up.
She read the manual on Opelt on those dribble drive, pull up, mid-range jumpers because Opelt does it as good as anybody in the conference.
10-point lead for the Redhawks here now. 6 minutes and counting.
Got that freshman Brennan back in at the point
Brennan
guard.
with the left scoop, good.
Yeah. Boy. Yeah, the possession before they came down and took that quick 3. Lawrence did. That's not what they were looking for. They're looking for something what they just did. Good skip pass.
3, Rowolf, good.
Ooh, she holding up that gooseneck.
Biggest lead of the ball game now for the Hawks, 11. Crandall's working against Tempest.
Spin left hand kick.
Yeah.
Oh. She's got game, Firestone, Colorado, huh?
No doubt. Fundamentals are here, folks.
Yeah.
Now, foul call against.
I was just going to say, I thought he was pointing the other way. I'm going, what?
So Hartman's back in for the Redhawks. Carolyn Sharp. Also back in, Lydia Leak.
I'm really liking Bonnie Jensen's game here tonight, too. Under control, physical, aggressive, good decision making.
Nikola Kuzmanovic back in for the Vikings.
Boy, they're doing a great job of ball reversal, skip passing, finding the open player. Ripon is. Look at that.
Right there in the corner, 3. Havlowitz, a little too strong, rebounded out by Crandall.
Yeah, they got what they wanted. You know, they're not all going to fall, Jason, like
right.
when you and I are shooting.
Well. Down to the edge, Crandall will work against Tempest, back it up top.
Remember, Havlovich playing with 2 fouls in the second quarter.
8 on the shot clock for Lawrence.
Nice
Rawolf.
job by Tempest fronting and then theft by Rawolf.
She'll wait for the rest of the team. Opelt, 3. Nope, she'll jump stop it. Tempest right through it.
Really? Boy, they're playing some fine basketball right now. They got it all working for them, they being the Red Hawks in the half-court offense. Their skip passes to the open person for the open threes. Their dribble drive, stop, and pops. They're making the extra pass in the lane. Got to be pleased, the coaching staff right now for Ripon.
Farney and Schleve back in. Well, the break between the first and second quarter, a big deal for Ripon. Picked up out of there by Farney on the block from Schleve. Good.
I never thought I'd cheer for a Winneconne Wolf. Farney with great hustle on offense.
3 on the way. No good from Lawrence. Ripon. Schleve rebound.
No advantage. You got to be kidding me.
Havlowitz going coast to coast on that one. Held ball possession here on Ripon.
Boy, if that shot would have fallen.
Carly back in and Taylor Svoboda. Jensen back in for the Hawks. They lead 33-20. Jensen will go through, work
Travel,
it up.
foul, travel.
We saw that.
Well, it was good communication between the refs. Baseline ref looked like you might want to call it a foul. And then the ref on top below you and me, looked, they made eye contact, said, nah, travel before the foul.
Kuzmanovic will step out, now bring it in. Put
smooth.
A shot on the way, no good. Rebounded Hartman.
When in doubt, get it to the point guard.
Havlowitz will get the screen from Hartman.
Boy, did she ever.
3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ripon with a 13-point lead.
It doesn't seem like it, right, when you're watching the game. Seems like it's closer.
Jensen will find Havlowitz. Back out. Jensen, 3. Good.
Holy smokes, I said I like the game Bonnie's having tonight. Hey, when she makes a 3, let alone take a 3. Ho-ho! This second quarter, Red Hawks have become a human buzzsaw on both ends. There's another steal.
Picked out of there by Farney.
Yeah, she knocked it away and then ran it down for the theft. You're going to shoot another 3? I don't think so. Schleve,
looking
post.
to Schleve,
Yeah. That was the right decision by Schleve. They dropped on her for the double, so you kick it back out.
Havlowitz will give it go inside. Got to put it back up. Hartman just throws it. Schleve, no.
Nope.
Shot
Good
clock
effort.
Violation.
Yep, twice that's happened to Ripon. Kind of tells you, that doesn't happen that often. Kind of tells you about Lawrence flying around on defense, trailing by 14. But if you did look at the scoreboard and just watch what's taking place on the hardwood, you think it's certainly at least very least a double or a single-digit game.
Shot good. That time from Carly Beck.
I like Beck's game while one-on-one. Very deceptive, going to her left.
Mallory Meyer will come in, so will Ella Tempest for the Red Hawks. Tipped around. Jensen will let it go. Good eyes.
Decision. Yeah, good
and it'll
decision.
stay with
Letting it
Ripon.
go. And I like that. And I like the recognition. Was that Hartman on the entry lob?
Yeah.
I like that recognition. She realized she's being fronted. There's nobody on the backside. Lob her, lead her to the rim. It just was deflected by the defender.
Jensen will inbounds. Looking and find Natalie Rawolf. Rawolf will work around, come through, put up the shot. Man, nice move.
Is that pretty basketball? Because you've drained those threes, I'm guessing she's got 3 of them or something like that. You close on her, and then she takes you on the blow-by, splits the double, and sweet off the window.
Pressure on the inside. Here's the 3 on the way.
Boy, they needed that if you're Lawrence.
They did.
Nice job. I talked about Spivogel doing that in the men's game. So many people think that you get to the baseline, the out-of-bounds line says, oh, I can't go any further. And you can use your body to disallow the opposition of saving that ball. Nice job.
Under a minute to go, 16-point lead for the Redhawks.
What a second quarter by the Redhawks.
Rawolf with 12 points to lead Ripon.
Hartman, I love saying, from Woodstock, Illinois.
Right.
Double team in there on the entry pass. Got stolen. Stolen right back from the pride of Neilsville for the Redhawks.
Opel on the rundown coming through, bodies up.
Hey, she's smart. Man, she created the contact by that player that I really like from the Greeley, Colorado. I wonder how high school girls basketball is out in Colorado, because you look at the Greeley kid and the Firestone kid, freshman, and their skill sets on both of them, Jason, pretty darn impressive.
You'll remember the first quarter was tied at 18. Ripon
Yeah.
has put up 20 points, now 20 points still, that held Lawrence to 4.
Hey, Opel, you ruined Jason's sentence.
Right. Just 4 points for Lawrence in the second quarter. Here's this one, no good. Jensen will run it down. Ball goes out of bounds off of Bonnie.
I think he missed it. But I'm up here. He's down there. You could hear some of the groans in the stands. Yeah, man, that's impressive. Like you said, 18 all at the end of one. And then what Ripon's been able to do, they've got Lawrence to blink, to say the very least.
Kuzmanovic, quick pass over to the side, and now a foul.
That was one of those excuse me's going for the pass.
8.5 remaining. Here's the inbounds.
Opel trying to use her leg kick to.
Kuzmanovic, 3, no good. She's looking for the foul. That won't happen. Half a second and a foul called right before the edge there.
Literally 1/2 of a second, 1/10 of a second foul on Ripon. Jensen. It's a tough way to pick up the foul. Shooting.
So Moyer will shoot.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's what's surprising me when they're saying in the act of shooting.
So this will be time expired. The free throw is good. And the next one's no good. And that's the half.
You don't see that very often.
So the Redhawks lead 38-23. We'll take a break and come back with the second half in just a little bit. This is Ripon College Redhawk women's basketball. Back here at the Weisky Gymnasium at the Wilmore Center as we are at halftime. Ripon leading 38-23 after an impressive second quarter where they outshot Lawrence 20 points to 5 points. Held them to just 5, and they were tied up at 18 after 1. I'm with Marty Ernser. I'm Jason Mansmith. Jonathan and Patrick on the production side of the team as well. Want to thank them. You got some information for us about our coach for Lawrence.
Yeah, before he got this job at the helm for the Vikings here at Lawrence, he spent a decade under the tutelage, the assistant coach for the Connie Tilley, the legendary coach from St. Norbert's, women's coach, the first one hired. She was there for 42 years. Now, she didn't just coach basketball. She did volleyball, softball, other things. But it was round ball. It was basketball that she made her name on. And amazing numbers, folks. 42 years, 684 wins to only 307 losses, just under a 700 winning percentage. She basically, for 42 years, averaged over 16 wins per season. They 18 conference titles, 14 NCAA tournament appearances, 4 Sweet 16s, and 1 Final Four.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he came and Walton took the job here at Lawrence, and he's getting there. I mean, what we saw in particularly the first quarter with this Lawrence team, very impressive. But anyway, yeah, I want to talk about Coach Tilley up at St. Norbert's. I saw her coach a few times. What a legend. And she's top 10. I believe she's 7th all-time for wins in the nation for Division III.
Very impressive. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Ripon with an impressive lead as well, 38-23. Let's take a look at the stats. Natalie Rauwolf, 12 points to lead Ripon and all scores. 10 points for Bonnie Jensen, and then we trip off just a little bit there. Lady Havlowitz with 5, 4 points from Anna Farney, 3 points from Bella Opel, 2 from Ella Tempest, and also 2 from Abby Hartman in the mix as well. So that's where we're sitting on that for the Lawrence University Vikings. They are led by Maggie Culver, 10 points there, 4 points from Charlotte Brennan, the freshman, 3 points from Sophie Morey, and 2 points from Mallory Meyer, and 2 points from Libby Crandall to add up to the score of 23. And that's where we sit.
Yeah, that first quarter, both teams were on it. The score speaks to itself. Lawrence was able to play a great inside-outside game in that first quarter. They were getting that ball down low, both with dribble drive and entry passes, and they were all finishing. They were all finishing around the glass. And then when they kicked it out for long twos, they were making those as well. Well, all of a sudden, I think it had a lot to do at the start of the second quarter. Ripon, they turned it up, cranked it up, if you will, with that defensive pressure in the second quarter, and I felt that was the difference. And then so many times with a basketball team, things start going well for you defensively, and all of a sudden that converts into better offensive play. And I think that's what we witnessed in the second quarter for the Redhawks.
Ripon rebounding, Lawrence 20-13 in that first half.
Yeah, that's big too. Especially offensive rebounds too. I think they had like 7, Ripon.
Brennan with the basketball that starts the second half. Leak at the top.
Oh, good.
Almost picked out of there by Opelt. Left-handed flyer. That won't go. Rebounded by herself. Put it back up. Won't go either.
Whoa.
Crandall one more time. Won't go. Rebounded Tempest.
Yeah, Havlovitz got knocked out of there. And then Tempest came in and cleaned up after the third shot attempt.
That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by 22. Mallory Meyer.
It appears Lawrence is going to try to reclaim some momentum, and to do that, it starts on the defensive end. So you better meet the ball. Look at that denial on the pass. Meet the ball when it's passed to you. Don't stand flat-footed and wait for it.
10 on the shot clock for the Redhawks. Shot on the way, Opelt, no good. Rebounded out. And a held ball possession now belongs to Ripon.
Good effort by Opelt, because she had no business tying her up. And that was just great hustle on her part.
The inbound from Bonnie Jensen. South end of the gym. Run back out to Tempest. Opelt will go baseline with it, looking for some help. Jensen again. Good scoop through, fight through it. And now over the back.
Yeah, that'll be on. You know who that's on. Jensen. I've always liked inbounding with a guard.
Yeah.
Not the. I know why most coaches do it with their 3-4 person. I get it. They're bigger. They're taller. See over the top. You know all that. I'm telling you, the best. I go with my best passers on the inbounds.
And are we?
What's this all about? Oh, wiping up. Okay.
Cleaning there, just to make sure. Shout out to Mr. Treadmill, who's off the treadmill finally. This kid jumped on the treadmill before the start of the game and just wrapped up now. So considerably more miles than I've ever ran in my life.
The start of the first game, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jensen looking over to Opelt. Up top around the wheels.
I think we're seeing Lawrence's energy on the defense stepping up from what it was in the second quarter.
Opel trying to create some separation, just kind of floats one up there. Tempest gets away with it and puts up the shot. She'll get fouled, go to the line.
Opel does a great job of making room for herself when she's closely guarded to get the shot away. Missed everything, but she didn't miss her teammate Tempest on the weak side rebound. We were talking off the air looking at the stat sheet. If you're going to tell me Tempest at halftime was only going to have 2 points and the opposition's going like, hey, we got Ripon where we want them.
Yeah.
Wow. It tells you about the depth of this Red Hawk ball club.
Free throw is good from Ella. Next one is a little bit short. Beck and Maury back in for the Vikings. 2 minutes gone here in the third.
Miss Firestone, Colorado with the ball. Boy, she's got a nice
scoop
take.
up left and good for Charlotte Brennan.
She gets her torso, her shoulders past the hip of the defender immediately on one step, and then you got him. You got him right after that. Very sound.
Havlovitz to Rauwolf, back to Havlovitz. Good passing, 10 on the shot.
Nice crossover.
Opel's going to get called for the charge.
Boy, I didn't think she was set. That's the only thing I would take issue with. I thought it was great rotation on the defense. I just didn't think she got there. Obviously, I'm wrong. Good defense by Lawrence.
Ripon coach didn't bark too much at it.
No, but she's taking it. She's
getting one in now, though.
Yeah,
she's getting one in now.
Well, and she's always calm about it, too. I mean, she's very reserved.
Culver good for 2.
So now you see what happened in the second quarter. It was a stalemate in the first quarter, literally with a scoreboard that tied. Ripon took things over big time in the second quarter. And to start the second half as Coach Buzalaki for Ripon takes a timeout, a 30. Now Lawrence had a good talking to in the locker room, and they've regrouped, and they're coming back out, and they're breathing fire.
Yep, 4-1 so far on the run for Lawrence to begin the second half.
Okay. I've never. Do I know? No, I've never asked you. What's your allegiance in the NFL?
What's my allegiance?
Do you have a team?
Do I have a team?
Yeah, I mean, you a Packer guy? I mean, I can't assume anything. I mean, I know.
You've ridden in my truck. You know what my Packer plates are.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm 106. My memory isn't quite as good as it used to be. Yeah,
so, yes, that's where it lies.
Okay, so you were smiling.
But let's hear it for the NFC. I mean, we're seeing the Buccaneers, we're seeing the Lions and the Packers all still in this thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, very surprising. Here we go.
Jensen back. Down shot over to Rauwolf for 3, good.
Oh, my goodness, girl. Put an instruction manual out, the art of the three-point shot, because Rauwolf has been something here in today's game so far.
She's got 5 of them.
Yeah, right.
Rolling around to the right side.
How you liking that Caitlin Clark gal out of Iowa City?
It's fun to watch, right?
Yeah, it is. That'll be ripping ball.
And it is.
It was an unintentional hip check bump, no call, and that's what rattled the dribbler, the freshman from Firestone, Colorado, to lose the ball out of bounds.
Natalie Rawolf with it on the right side wing. 6.5 remaining here in the third quarter.
There was a day you'd see more zone defense in women's basketball, but just like men now, you just don't see a lot of zone.
Jensen will come through, look to fight.
There
Kick
you
it
go.
back out. Rawolf, quick touch pass. Havlowitz on the screenshot. They're going to call with the foul or the shot clock?
Well,
Yeah,
they're
they'll
going to call offensive on Havlowitz. And what she was doing was trying to split the D because she knew the shot clock was down to a second. But in doing so, she lost control, got called for her third foul. Ripon
She'll take a
guard.
seat as Schleve comes in, and also Anna Farney. Opel, Jensen, Rawo, Schleve, and Farney.
And Sons. That's the law firm, folks.
Working to the other edge. Here comes Lawrence.
Oh, posting up, trying to take advantage on the size.
Crandall puts up the shot, good for two.
And Crandall did. She posted up Rawolf and kept waving, give me that ball, give me that ball. And she didn't disappoint her teammates.
Farney will look for some help. Jensen's going to push it down, and that's going to get blocked. You'll see that kind of pressure just intensify a little bit now here from Lawrence on defense.
Yeah, and see if Lawrence converts that high-energy defense into points on the other end.
3 on the way, good.
They got a 5-0 run going.
Carly Beck with a 3, 42-31.
You're trying to get a stop here and a score, and they'll have this down to a single-digit deficit if you're Lawrence.
Whittling away. Jensen will trip.
It's definitely defensive. I just wanted to see. Bonnie, I'll always remember Bonnie with, 70% on her feet, the other 30% making sure the basketball court wood was still in good order, standing order.
Coach Riley Woltz of Lawrence pleading this case that she might have dipped her shoulder on that as she came in. Here's Hartman, basket up and good for 2.
Way to fly by there by Hartman. Woodstock. Did you ever go to Woodstock, Illinois?
Spin move, backs out. Crandall for a 3. No good, rebounded. Morey will come back up over the top.
Jensen will be
Jensen's
called.
going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, she is. Even though she was standing up, she was straight up. That's just good offense, forcing that ref to blow that whistle and get the shooter, protect the shooter. This is a chance for them to get really close here. It's been a while since Lawrence was able to say that they were down by just single digits.
Morey, a 47% free throw shooter, misses the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, lefty. That won't go. Schleve with the clear. Farney on the run, goes to the right side on the wing. Works it back between the circles, and they'll find the edge to Hartman.
Almost looks like a 2-3 zone.
Exactly.
They switched coming out of the timeout. Not a good pass. You got a spider body, tall, long arms and legs. You can't go over the top on the entry pass.
Tempest's going to come back in here in just a second. Culver, good move.
They're on a roll right now. Lawrence is.
Trailing by 11.
And these are the points where the coaches are saying, I want my team to work through this. Double.
Coming through the outside edge. Basket up and good. Jensen on that one.
Good move by Jensen on stop and pop, and she dipped low and then came back up to influence the defender to give her space to get the shot off.
Back to a 13-point lead.
Watch her drive. I was surprised she didn't drive hard with that left hand.
Culver will go through. Jensen picks her up. There's a block.
Boy, I took issue with the charge call before on Opel, and now when it looked like she was camped, that's just the way it goes in basketball. They say a lot of people think that might be the toughest call to make, you know, the charge, the block. Here's a player that I really think we're going to see something here in the next this season and all of next year. And I think Solano, who I'm referring to, has a lot of upside.
Free throw on the way. Go ahead.
Yep. The little bit that I've seen of her play, I see a lot of things, a lot of positives that make me think she can really be a solid player.
Vanessa Solano, the guard.
Yeah.
Junior from Milwaukee. Played at Martin Luther.
Yeah, has the 3-point scoring record.
Rebounded out by Bonnie Jensen, who played where? Martin Luther.
Martin Luther, even though she makes her home in Muskego?
Yes. Inside feed. And also,
Get in.
Bree Miller checking in at the last break as well.
Bree Miller is one of those quiet players that really made her presence known when she transferred a year ago to Ripon, one of the schools in Iowa. And from Fond du Lac High School, I really like a quiet confidence about her when she plays. Last year, there'd be tight games. She'd come in like, hey, you know, I've been here, and she had no problem shooting a 14-foot jump shot.
Free throw is on the way. No good for Caroline Sharp. Second one on the way. Red Hawks lead 46-34. 2:40 remaining. Speaking of Miller, up the court.
Yeah, she's very calm.
That ball goes out of bounds off of Solano. And back into the hands of the Vikings.
Now, can they capitalize off of this? Farney, good defender. She's got her hands full with that quick freshman guard for Lawrence, who loves to dribble drive with her left.
Brennan at the top, working against Solano.
There she goes.
Three on the way, low trajectory, rebounded out by Farney.
Good fundamentals by Farney. Pivot under pressure, clear. Look at fake a pass, make a pass. Good skill set in Farney, basics.
That ball knocked out of bounds by Culver. Lydia Leak back in, and Opelt will come in as Farney will take the seat. Solano set to inbounds at the baseline. 2 minutes remaining, 46-34, Ripon lead. Tempest will weave her way through and get fouled.
Nice move. Crossed over from her left to her right to avoid the charge on the help defense. What an addition this year, huh? Talking about transfers with Miller. I mean, transfer right here with Tempest.
Tempest free throw, good.
She was recruited by Ripon coming out of high school. And I think Coach told me that she never came to campus. She had already made up her mind what she was going to do. And then
things happen, right?
We were good to, and we were good to get her for sure this year and next.
Lawrence trailing 47-34, minute 40 remaining.
Oh, look at that inside outside.
Leak three, no good. Back up with it, and Bree Miller's going to get the foul.
Yeah. We're not down there, but it sure looked good to me. Beck is in and talked about her in the first half. I think she's got a nice skill set as well.
At the free throw line will be Mallory Meyer.
Rawolf coming in, and boy, did Farney get a chance to even adjust her shoes?
I think so. Good minutes from Solano and Miller, though. Free throw is good.
Yeah, if you're Ripon, you want to maintain that double-digit lead with a little over a minute and a half left in the third.
Next one on the way is good.
But free throws, you know, stop the clock, get some points.
Lawrence has outscored Ripon 13-9 here in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Tempest will go through. They'll call the block.
It's an easy call.
Well, she was dipping down she was.
And she's not even and you want to be square up on him. You want to be square here. If you're either side, and like you said, and then you got to look above the torso or above the waist. Excuse me. Are you leaning with shoulder? I mean, there's a lot of things you look at.
And Tempest will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
She's gone to the line a lot, and she needs to make some hay here. Of course, there's not a lot of hay outside this time of year either. Man, did Mother Nature make up in a hurry.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
I mean, I'm thinking about raking leaves the first week of this month, and then I was like,
Tempest second shot on the way. Good release, good shot.
Solid.
49-36, Red Hawks lead.
Tempest comes right back and matches the free throws down at the other end just moments earlier. There's that left. She loves to go left.
Brennan picked out of there by Hartman.
Boy, Hartman enjoys the floor as much as Jensen, I'm beginning to believe.
Farney looking for help, backs it out. Up top, Rauwolf with it. Hartman, mid-range, that won't go.
I love the way Farney uses the bounce pass. I've noticed that today's game more than anybody. I'm a big fan of the bounce pass in traffic.
Lawrence.
Good defense.
Through. No good. Shot put up. Nope. Picked out of there. 3 on the way. No good.
Good job by Rauwolf on that board. You're going to get the cheap reach in the backcourt by Beck. What do you call Beck's shoes? Is that like a fade pink? The color of those shoes on Beck?
Yeah, I would say. Sure.
Yeah. The
pastel.
There you go.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Leave it to the camera guy to know.
Oh, yeah.
Shot on the way is good. Easter egg pink.
Man, it used to be, not too many years ago, it was black and white for shoes. Now it's everything.
Well, team shoes used to be the thing, right?
Yeah,
Everybody wore the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean,
not so much anymore.
You're watching the great Kentucky teams of the 60s and 70s. It was...
Shot on the way, put up and no good.
It was a Converse. You got 1 second, let it fly.
Opel gonna fire one. That's not gonna go.
Yeah.
50-36. We'll come back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Back here to begin the fourth quarter. Ripon leading 50-36. Ended up like this. Lawrence 13 points, Ripon 12 in the third quarter.
Wow.
Didn't start that way. Ripon was outscored 8-4. Then I think it got to like 10-5.
You could just feel the enthusiasm by Lawrence, realizing what they were going to have to do if they could climb back into this. And then Ripon went to the whip and responded, held them off.
Lawrence has yet to make a three-pointer.
Yeah, they were like 0 of what in the first half?
0 of 10, well, they are not now.
Yeah, I think they were 0 of 8 or 0 of 9 or something like that in the first half.
And foul on the way. If you're keeping track at home, that's foul number 26 of the game. And that one won't go. Rebounded by the Red Hawks.
She's done a good job, Meyer, getting to the free throw line with her aggressive style.
Lainey Havlowitz is on the outside right.
Yeah, she's back in to start the fourth after picking up that third foul.
Tempest will go baseline, foot on the line.
Yeah. Boy, that's nobody's friend. If you got the ball and you're down there, it just doesn't go well for you.
Well, I don't know about you, but if I was the defender, I'd body up just a little bit too, right?
Oh,
Make that
that's
foot.
what I'm saying. I mean, that's another defender,
Right.
right? Anytime you're tight roping that out-of-bounds line, that baseline. Stop and go dribble. Good defense by Havlovich. She knows that trick. She does it too.
Picked out of there. Ball's on the ground. Where's it going? Lawrence, three-pointer on the way. Off the glass.
I'm just going like, no, that's too long. Well, no, it wasn't. Not if you're banking it.
There's the first three-pointer by the Vikings, so we've got a 10-point game. 9 minutes remaining.
Psychologically, that could be big for Lawrence if they can get a stop and a score. That's huge for them.
Tempest at the free throw line.
Nope.
A little strong.
Yeah, it's just too hard. Comes off the hand too hard. It's not your game. Big opportunity here.
Yeah, exactly. Keep an eye open in the corner. Three
There
on the
it
way,
is.
back again, no good. Get their own rebound. They'll set it up once again, Brennan.
Yeah. Good help there by Hartman.
That one's a little strong, rebounded out by Abby. And we'll come the other way. Laney Havlowitz across the timeline. 2 minutes gone in the fourth.
Yeah.
Tempest
Entry
can work
pass.
against Crandall.
Yeah.
Pushes it in that time, gets it to go.
Nice job making room for herself.
It's the first time she was really able to kind of create that position in the second half.
Yeah, it is. You know, you're right, because every time she's gotten it, she's either been too far away or has just had to kick it back out.
Crandall will work against Tempest.
Boy, they want to
Lawrence.
feed Myers so bad.
All right. Red Hawks lead by 12.
Tough shot.
Scoop from Brennan, no good. Ball's
should-
out of bounds off of Ripon.
Boy, I thought that was off of Meyer, but I'm up here.
Sharp back in, and Maury in as well.
24, yeah. Tinley Park. Took my daughters to see a concert there at Tinley Park. What was the gal's name from No Doubt?
Oh, Gwen Stefani.
They saw Gwen Stefani.
Actually going
My
there
son
later.
and I sat at a Outback Steakhouse waiting for it, watching the Cubs game.
Having a bloomin' onion.
Oh, yeah. What, you saw it? A shrimp on the bobby. Here we go. Missed the shot. Rebound Ripon. Havlovich pushing it.
Working to the outside. Red Hawks with that 12-point lead.
Oh, look at that give and go.
Jensen, they were looking for a travel, I think Lawrence was, but
Yeah,
Didn't
it
get
worked
it.
out for him anyway.
Brennan will walk it up the court.
They got 7 minutes, down 12. They got time.
This is going to be a test on your conditioning, too, because this has been a run
Yeah, and
the
that's
entire
why.
time.
And that's why we just saw those substitutions made. And who are they going to call this on? All right, there you go.
It's going to be on Crandall.
Anyway, so I instruct the girls. I said, hey, you got to leave 15 minutes early, and your brother and I are going to be out in front of the that arena, right? Boom. Well, they're not there. They eventually come out. They were trying to leave, and they said, no, she's coming into up the aisles. And Mallory, who's now in her mid-30s, Mallory was in probably an 8th grader, 9th grader. She goes, she was so pretty. Because she was right by him.
Underneath
Nice
pass.
feed.
Tempest had it, lost it. And jump ball. Should say help
Boy, are they
ball.
flying.
Yeah.
The intensity here. Sometimes it gets sloppy because of that, but we're sitting up here and you can feel when a team is cranking it up. And right now, both of them are flying around here.
Jensen looking way up top, finds Havlowitz at the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Got to look to fire. Gets one up.
Oh, no
Tempest
foul.
back up. No good. Ball out of bounds. Ripon.
Yeah. Good bump on the back of Tempest. Could have blown the whistle. They didn't. Tempest was able to gather her miss. Now they'll inbound. You're always looking to try to opportunity to score here on the inbounds, and if not, then sometimes you hit the safety valve on top right there.
Ella Tempest at the top. Looks to the right side. Rawolf, who's got 15, all from the 3. Oh, almost had 18.
Yes, she did. Madison Memorial grad.
4 minutes gone in the 4th.
She's going to go left. I don't recall if she's left-handed or not.
Maury working over the top of Jensen. Now they'll get down to single digits on the shot. She tried to feed it into Maury too hard.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right, and that'll just come with maturation. But when you're 6-7 feet away and you're throwing a rising fastball, you're just not going to handle it. Another reason why the bounce pass is so much easier to catch coming off the floor this way versus a chest pass, and when in such close range. Wow, Ripon. So really, the difference of this game has been the second quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
And, when it's all done and said, Ripon's ability to dominate in the second quarter of action is what got them separation from a tie game after one quarter, and then a slight edge to Lawrence because they came out, blowing steam to start the second half. And then Ripon was able to kind of reel them in a little bit to end the third. And then right now they're both kind of trading blows right now.
Oh, the one thing that I've noticed about Lawrence is they protect the ball very well. Not very many turnovers. I was looking at it. 7 turnovers for the game so far for Lawrence.
And to me, a barometer for that is when I'm watching a team, how many times do you feel the pressure, you got the ball, and you turn your back to your defender? Because when you start doing that, bad things oftentimes happen because you can't see the double coming or anything like that. And they're not doing that. They're, like you said, they're strong enough with the ball that they can attack with the dribble.
Now they'll have pressure in the backcourt, do the Red Hawks, and they'll get it into Havlowitz and Opelt. They break the press pretty good, I think.
Yeah, they've got the ball to the middle, and that's always the key if you're the press breaker.
Tempest will dribble. You can be patient here, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah, play like you have the lead.
They lead by 12, they being the Red Hawks. Tempest will drive down, put up the shot. Going to have a blocking foul.
Yeah, no different than whether Lawrence in the first quarter, particularly to start the game, was feeding the post and having their way with Ripon. And now it seems like it's been Tempest here in the fourth quarter. Once the ball is down there to their big, to our big or their big, it's pretty much, nothing's good going to happen for the defense. You're either going to foul them or they're going to score over you.
Tempest free throw good.
She's really picked up her free throw shooting, it seems to me, without looking at the stats Tempest has here. She's gotten to the line quite a bit. She seems to be doing a better job of taking advantage.
That one's good as well.
Yeah. Way not to make me sound bad by making both of those. Here we go. They're just going side-to-side dribble drive, spin move. Nice block by Tempest, and runs it down, and she's not going to get away from me. I'm not giving that up.
That's Tempest, 8 of 12 from the charity stripe tonight.
Wow, that was like a mother grizzly protecting her cub.
Mama bear.
Yeah.
Jensen will come through, jump stop, travel. Yeah. You can see the foot move.
Yeah, the left one. She can move that right on that dribble jump stop, but then she picked up that heel on the left pivot foot.
Culver coming back in. Somebody's got to sit. Okay, there we go. Can't play with 6. 4:45 and counting. Bounce pass inside. Leak. Scoop up.
That's the old Kevin McHale drop step right there. It's technically a walk, but everybody learned from Mr. McHale.
Earlier tonight, men victorious, 75-52 over the Vikings.
Yeah, so Ripon men now have won 3 of their last 4 conference games.
Havlowitz, Opelt, 3, good.
I tell you, I have really come to appreciate Opelt's offensive game when she's a classic. I'm not necessarily hunting my shot, but when the team needs it, I'm going to do it. And whether it's a 3 there or a dribble drive, stop and pop from 12 feet, I've always liked that about her.
17-point lead back for the Hawks. Leak for a 3. Wasn't any rotation on that one. That was just
No,
kind
that
of
was
a float.
that was a knuckleball. That was a floater.
And Rowolf back in for Ripon.
So you got Farney, Tempest, Jensen, Rowolf, and Opelt on that press breaker. So it's a soft press, and they just stay in their man.
Opelt will find Rowolf. They'll be patient. 3:28. Try to get something inside, work it in and out. Good move.
Dribble, relocate. That'll be a foul going against Tempest.
That'll be your second.
Yeah, most of her damage is going to be from the free throw line. Yeah.
Rowolf leading scorer for Ripon with 15. Maggie Culver, 15 as well for Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking to add some more here.
Yeah, she averages 9 a game with 7 boards.
Big
There's
three from Brennan. Rowolf with under 3 to go here in the fourth, and a timeout taken by Coach Lauren Busalaki. Good time.
Yeah, it is, because you kind of like, okay, we got things under control. We're below 3 minutes left in the game. Let's all get on the same page and understand what we want to accomplish here to walk out of here with a W.
So what are the reminders she's saying right now?
Well, I was telling you what has to be done. I have no idea. That's why I'm up here. But actually, this is what I'm going to do. Saying, first of all, we don't need to score to win. We're up double digits right now with 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So understand that. It's about ball security, boxing out, rebounding. Basically remind them of all the basics of basketball, right? You want a one and done. You're going to challenge them on the threes, because if there's any way Lawrence gets back into this game, you'd like to think it'd be in three-point shooting,
right,
or dribble, drive, and try to get to the line with an in-one. So, what you don't want is playing. I don't want my players playing outside of themselves. You have the lead. It's not like you're trying to play catch-up. Lawrence is trying to play catch-up. They need good shots, quick shots, and they have to get back on defense and not let Ripon score. They got the tougher thing to do here. Let's see, first of all, what does she have out there for her players? She's going with her starting lineup. That's Ripon.
That breakdown courtesy of Marty Ernser, everybody.
So basically, spread the floor on offense if you're Ripon. Take care of the ball, work the clock, make Lawrence come out on you to create spacing to attack the rim. But you're down, you still got 16 seconds before the shot clock.
Opelt steps behind the line, now goes on the attack. 10, she'll go, finish right-handed, basket up. Tempest goes to the line for her 13th attempt.
When Opelt dribble drive from the angle here, Tempest, who was on the high post, immediately cut down the lane on the right lane line, hoping she could get a pick and roll, but it was too busy in there. So Opel took the shot. But what that did, it put Tempest in perfect position for the weak side rebound. And here she is again. This is replay. Groundhog Day.
No good that time.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day here with Tempest at the free throw line tonight. Would you say this is her 14th?
This will be
attempt?
her 14th attempt, yeah.
Yeah.
You notice she never takes a dribble?
Yeah. Everybody's got their nuances.
All right. 15-point lead now for the Red Hawks. 2.5 remaining here.
I knew a really good free throw shooter as that freshman drives down the lane and gets contact from Havlovich to get her 4th foul, and she'll shoot 2. A really good free throw shooter. In fact, he was from Anago. When he shot his free throw, he always took his trigger finger and had that on where you put the air in the ball.
Oh, sure.
And that's where he that was his thing.
Okay.
Like any good point guard, they tend to be good free throw shooters.
Yeah. That one goes to. Next one on the way.
Yeah, Firestone, Colorado.
That one misses. And Raw Wolf comes away with it. Little pressure in the backcourt now.
Yep, they're in no hurry. They could have attacked. It was 4-on-2.
Jensen will try to fire a way through. Good patience there.
Uh-huh. Draw that defense, suck them in, kick it back out. It's about the clock now if you're Ripon.
Tempest will fire back to Jensen. Havlovitz.
Look at
underneath.
that cut.
Rauwolf. It won't go.
Nice play. Everything was perfect. Just couldn't finish the shot. Beautiful basketball.
Hey, you want the points, I understand, but that was a good burn on the clock too, right?
Yeah, and to do it the way they did it.
In and out, no good. Jensen comes away. She's got numbers.
Yeah. Go to the right. Go to
She'll
the
give
left.
it up. Tempest too far underneath. No footer.
Yeah, I think what happened, Tempest gave up on it that she was going to get it, and so she kept going for a rebound, and now she's too deep. Now she's too deep, so we get a timeout by Lawrence. What we're got going here is this Saturday, Ripon is going to travel to Grinnell, and that will not be an easy task. That'll be this Saturday. They'll play after the men, approximately 3 o'clock. Lawrence will be at home playing Monmouth, the men first, of course, and then the women. Tonight around the conference, right now, it is Grinnell at Monmouth. Knox is at Cornell, which I would think to be the best, most interesting matchup. 3-3 Knox going at second place, 6-1 Cornell. That'd be a big opportunity for the Prairie Fire. Lacrosse is at Beloit, and of course, Lawrence is right here in the Doc Weisky Gymnasium. Let's talk about, I think you did that. Ripon's in first place.
Yeah.
Pristine record of 7-0. Cornell 6-1. Lawrence is tied with Grinnell for third, 4-3 records. Fifth place is Illinois College at 4-4, and we're going to start it up again here.
Inbounds goes to Charlotte Brennan. Shot for 3, tipped along the way.
Yeah.
And now a foul call.
Tough foul, yeah.
Carly Beck.
Sometimes you just try to get your hand out of there. Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen Nikola Kuzmanovic the entire second half.
No, and
she had some good minutes in the front. I don't think she had many points, but she had good minutes on that, so I'm not sure the sitch. Wide open underneath. Jensen finishes right there.
Yeah, Lawrence forced to put on the press, and Ripon quite good at breaking it.
Scoop up underneath. Brennan's good.
Oh, that's savvy player for a freshman, but we got our own savvy point guard as well from Wild Rose. And we get an official talking to the scorers table regarding clock, maybe?
Okay.
Even in small towns, we have to get the clock right.
30-second timeout taken by the Red Hawks. So Ripon will improve to 8-0 in the conference and 11-6 overall.
Lauren Buzalaki, I talked about when it was 2013 she came here on the 13th of May. 13's a lucky number for Ripon College, certainly. She has won 5 consecutive Midwest Conference championships beginning in 2018, 2019, 2020. Of course, we had the COVID year in 21, and then she lost it or won them in 22 and 23. I talked about how she went 64-19 in the last 7 years in the Doc Weisky gym, making it tough to win here if you're the visitor. In the last 7 years, nearly 80% winning margin at home, or winning percentage. She's tough.
Inbounds will go. They'll put pressure on, try to get the held ball, and they'll get the foul instead. 53.7 remaining.
I was in grade school. My father was transferred here with the Army to teach ROTC, and they had the old Memorial Gym. And that's when I first saw Doc Weisky, the late great Doc Weisky, and his teams. And you just expected that Jack Ankerson, Jim Cahoon, Dick and Jack Bennett, Willie Alexander, and those guys. Hey, bring them in. Let's take care of business, win, and move on. I mean, it was just like it was amazing, and this great coach. And then you see these other outstanding coaches. He was only here for about 4 years. John Weiner, he won a conference championship, then went to coach D1. And then you had guys like Bob Gillespie, and then you had Ryan Kane. And now you got a new guy cutting his teeth. But I've seen these great coaches, and no one was able to do. All those men's coaches with those great teams and conference championships has been able to string as many together as this lady right here, Lauren Buzalaki.
And just the third coach in women's basketball.
1977, Elaine Cole. I was a senior here, and she started it all up. I remember coming and seeing some of the games. And she did volleyball as well, as memory serves me. And, yeah, it all started there. And then the late, great Julie Johnson, who the court is co-named with Bob Gillespie. Julie Johnson came in from South Dakota. And loved playing noon ball with her because she passed me the ball. And then she got Ripon. She got that program turned around from where it had been of recent years and got some conference championships. Joni Hammer, some of the great names at the time. And then we're so lucky to have someone come in here, and she's got her dad at, that she played for her dad in high school ball, Buzalaki.
Here comes the inbound for the Vikings. They trail 62-46. Shot is good.
Boy, does she know what to do when she gets the ball for Lawrence. Talking about Mallory Meyer. Got a timeout, a 30-second timeout.
Taken by Ripon.
Well, we're down to 50 seconds. Ripon's going to walk away with another win here to take their record to 8-0. And then they're going to go into a tough place to win at Grinnell. And as it is in sports, when you're the big kid on the block, everyone's gunning for you. And who else knows that any better than the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, right.
What a team that is.
Hey, while we got a moment here, big thank you to Patrick and Jonathan on the producing team. A-team tonight.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Peanut M&Ms, Fritos? Are you kidding me? Those guys are in the family will now.
Keeping you supplied here. Inbounds will come from Raoul. Finds Monty Jensen back to Raoul. And Havlovitz working around the Raoul.
Boy, what a solid game today by Buzalaki's crew.
15 points to Raoul. A quiet 14 from Bonnie Jensen today.
Yeah, matches her jersey number. Very quiet.
Tempest with 11, 3 on the way. That's going to be short. And a held ball, foot on the line.
Okay, yeah, so it was a held ball, but Jensen's right foot was out of bounds, so it's awarded to Lawrence as we get Anna Farney will come in for Havlovitz. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yes, maybe yes.
She will.
Yes,
24.1.
No. They knew we were talking. They were going to goof on us.
Good pressure defense on the inbounds.
Oh,
Picked
look at
out of
that.
there by Tempest. And they say, hey, hold up. That's
quick
it.
like a guard. Good read by Tempest.
16 seconds on the clock, and they'll let them play it out.
That was like a strong safety move by Tempest. They're going to win this 62-48. Congratulations, going 8-0. It takes them to 11-6 overall. And let me tell you, look at some of those losses that they've had, and look at some of the opponents. You got Carroll University, you got Wheaton College, you got UW Stevens Point. Yeah, you got some tough competition in there, and makes them just tougher for the conference.
2 wins here tonight at the Wilmore Center. Ripon College men picking up the victory, and the Ripon College women. Final score in the women's game: Ripon 62, Vikings 48.
Ooh-ah.
Thank you so very much for joining us all. For Marty Ernser, I'm Jason Mansmith. Have yourself a great night, everybody, and rock on.